take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Hey, hey, champion.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go to the...
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback,
They also have to have interest in the running game as well, and they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score.
Robbie Gould to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down now, Muhammad up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Emmanuel Mosley. 5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
Allen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now a give right side. Muhammad. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now they'll throw with Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
score. Niners 6, Bills 3.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Able to power through. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Niners 13, Bills 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Going deep for Diggs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Here we go. Hey, John. 49
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Niners 20. Bills
so
3.
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Hey, John.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Mix the score, Niners 27, Bills 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
11.
Now Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Jimmy Ward there defensively.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 99. Check 99. Kill.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
On the tackle.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
I got this.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
The kick is...
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
5-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now as you...
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
36 yards.
36 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, Muhammad. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
On the play. And this.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 6 yards there. 1st down, Buffalo.
6. 1st down.
Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain.
And that one results in 35 yards. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by the
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Allen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
16.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Benjamin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And they work this out past the 25. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.